gentlemen, good day and welcome to the NBCC India Limited Q2 FY22 earnings conference call hosted by ICICI Securities Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then zero on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Rahul Modi from ICICI Securities Limited. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Janice. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us for the Q2 FY22 post-result conference call of NBCC India Limited. On behalf of ICICI Securities, we would like to welcome the NBCC India senior management, led by Mr. P.K. Gupta, Chairman and Managing Director. Thank you, sir, for sparing your time. From the management, along with CMD, we have Mrs. B.K. Sokhi, Director Finance, Mr. Rajendra Chaudhary, Senior Executive Director Engineering, Mr. Pawan Kumar, Executive Director Engineering, and Mr. Pradeep Sharma, Chief General Manager Engineering. I would like to hand over the floor to Mr. Gupta for his initial remarks, post which we can have a Q&A session. Thank you and over to you, sir.
A very good afternoon to all the shareholders present here and warm welcome to this investors conference after the second quarter results of NBCC. All of you must have seen the results already. So results are fairly encouraging, and I'm happy to announce again that there is an increase in turnover by 30% on quarter-to-quarter basis, and on half-yearly basis to half-yearly basis at 55%. Though there was a spell of corona in this year also, similar to last year. And profit after tax, there is a major jump. On quarter-to-quarter basis, it is more than 90% increase, and on half-year to half-year basis, it's 120% increase. So all these results are encouraging, and we have a few very encouraging major developments. One of them is that we bagged the highest export order till now in the history of the company. That is about 1,000 crore social housing project in the country of Maldives. It's through Exim Bank on buyer's credit basis. All the formalities of this project have been completed. We have signed the agreement. We also signed the loan agreement. We have given the bank guarantee for the advance, and we are expecting the advance any moment. We have also floated the tenders for this work, and tenders will be opened during the month of December, and very quickly we will finalize and start the work. The completion period officially is 30 months, but we have kept a completion period of 2 months so that we have a grace period of 6 months in our hand. So this is a remarkable achievement for the company, and I hope the work will be completed within time. Total business development till now in this year is around 4,100 crore rupees, and major business out of that is one is this Maldives, which I have already told, and another is NIT Patna posting more than rupees 500 crore. Then additional work in National Sports University Imphal for rupees 400 crore. Construction of FCIL building at Noida, 65 crore, and a new sector we have opened, that is hydropower. So for Odisha Hydropower Corporation, we have bagged an order of rupees 206 crore. So these are the major business development ventures in this year. We have got one medical college work in Kanpur Kala, Sonipat, Haryana, for rupees 285 crore. Another sector that we are opening is the independent engineer services for international airports, which are being done through private sector participation. So we have bagged one work of independent engineer services for development of Jaipur International Airport. It's a purely consultancy contract. The cost of our fees will be around rupees 12 crore, but there is a good margin and there is good future business because a large number of airports in the country, probably around 100, they'll be privatized or constructed through PPP, and all of them will require independent engineer services. And we have a good chance of getting business in this area. So this is all about business development. We are already over the second wave of corona, and all our works have started in full swing. Our major flagship project is Amrapali, which is costing around rupees 8,000 crore, and we have to give around 46,000 houses to the home buyers, out of which 8,000 were already constructed and 36,000 houses have to be constructed, which were at different stages. Most of them are the new ones. So a major achievement in this project is that we have been able to sign an agreement with SBI CAP for getting 650 crore rupees through Swami Fund, and first installment of this fund is already with us. We have been able to pay to the contractors. There were a few pending payments that we have been able to pay to the contractor. And this SBI CAP funding is for 6 projects of Amrapali. For balance 16 projects, we are tying up with the bank, and 3 banks have already given their positive indication. And Supreme Court, in fact, directed 6 banks to provide funding for Amrapali. So out of the 3 have given their positive indication, and balance 3 are also likely to give their positive indication shortly. And after that, we'll be getting this money. So there was a shortage of funds for some time in Amrapali that we are likely to get over. The funds from home buyers are coming to the extent of around 100 crore rupees per month. And just before Diwali, we have been able to hand over some flats to the home buyer, and that has been a very big relief for them. We organized a ceremony in which the Honorable Court Receiver handed over the flats to the home buyer. We have awarded the tenders for around 1,800 crore rupees in this year, and tenders worth rupees 3,000 crore, they are in pipelines and will be awarded by end of December. So on that front also we are progressive smoothly. So our future vision is that we want to go in a big way in our international business. So we are in talks with several countries and hope to get few orders internationally. Another very big event during the second quarter was the inauguration of India Pavilion in Dubai Expo at Dubai by Honorable Commerce Minister. This project has been constructed by NBCC and praised by one and all, and fetching a lot of crowd in Dubai Expo. Regarding the future business development work, we have submitted an offer to Agricultural Department for redevelopment of properties in Delhi. 2 properties they have, around 25 acres each. So their redevelopment is planned. They invited the open tender, in fact. So we were the only bidder. We have submitted the bids, and we are likely to get order because since we are the only bidder. And tasks are going on with our ministry for redevelopment of their printing presses at 4 locations. So at Nashik, Kolkata, Mayapuri in Delhi, and Rashtrapati Bhavan, modernization and demonetization of printing press. So this order will be worth around rupees 1,200 crore rupees. This also we are likely to get shortly. Another order in pipeline is the Ghitorni project, for which the case has already been sent to Government of India, and that order also we are expecting shortly. Now I'll hand over the mic to my Director of Finance, who will give further details of the results.
Good afternoon to all the investors and the analysts who are attending this conference call. and very warm welcome to all of you. As the CMD sir has already briefed you about the results part, I would like to inform you, yes, that NBCC is able to achieve the good margin. One of the main reasons is that we have been able to realize our very old outstanding dues. Because of which now the ECL, which expected credit loss provision, which the company was creating continuously, is now getting reversed back. So now the results are we are getting the results of those efforts which have been made for the last 1.5 years, and we are further expecting the good realization from our other clients also. And then on the other part, yes, there are two disclosures which we have made this time. We have carried out the adjustments with regard to our one-off projects at IIT Kharagpur, because of which there is only a marginal dip of 1.50 crores in our margin, and that was only done in order to correct our books of accounts. And there is no other impact in the books of the account. And the note on account of our projects regarding the 37D has also been given by the management in a very transparent manner, for which the decisions will be taken in the coming quarters or by this year annual year end. So with that, I would like to hand over now for the questions and answers from your side, please.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now begin the question answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Rohit from Antique Stock Broking. Please go ahead.
Thank you for this opportunity. Sir, my first question is on that now that you have concluded your first half, does your guidance of 7,000 crore execution remain intact? Do we see that kind of momentum picking up?
The momentum has picked up, but since a substantial time was lost in Corona, and then during rainy season the work was slowed down. But the momentum has picked up. We are expecting a turnover of 6,000 crore rupees.
Okay, standalone numbers, you are expecting 6,000 crore execution. Sir, in terms of the works awarded, the last we were given to understand we had close to 18,000 crore of work awarded to the contractors. What is that position looking like? Sir, if you could bifurcate both the cost plus model and the development project, what is the work totally awarded to the contractors?
Total 1,800 crore worth of contracts have been awarded. It's not 18 crore. It's 1,800 worth of contracts have been awarded.
I'm talking about, sir, of the 62,000 crore order backlog, what is the total awarded works to the contractors?
Ongoing value of the work is around 18,000 crore.
Okay.
Ongoing value of work is around 18,000 crore.
Okay. Of which, how much of that is redevelopment and how much is cost plus?
Redevelopment is around 5,000 crore and rest is PMC.
Okay. And what is this number likely to go up like by the end of this year?
By the end of this year, we are planning to award another 5,000 crore worth of work.
Okay. So, okay. Sir, in terms of redevelopment project, what is the monetization looking like? How much is the total monetization proceeds till date you have done? Hello.
Monetization, in fact, in our Nauroji Nagar property, the monetization has been little low, and we have been till now we have been able to sell around 3,700 crore worth of property in Nauroji Nagar. But this year the property sold is only rupees 52 crore. And
Okay.
in our we have one redevelopment project of Gomti Nagar railway station. There we have been able to sell property worth rupees 82 crore.
Okay. Sir, in terms of execution, are we completely normalized, or are we still facing some sort of a labor availability or some sort of execution challenges?
We are normalized. Now we are normalized.
So the peak labor requirement is like what, 60,000 laborers. Now that is already in full swing.
We need around 60,000, 55 to 60,000 labor.
Okay. Sir, then my question comes to the seed money part. You have invested 1,100 crore of seed money, which earns you 132 crore of interest. There is a good amount of number which wasn't realized. I think the cash wasn't coming through. This was more like an accounting update.
We have realized the interest worth rupees 180 crore from the ministry. That has already come to our account in 3 installments of rupees 60 crore. We have got that money.
Okay. So how much, what is the total quantum of outstanding amount which is still like an accounting number over there?
950 interest. We have invested 900 crore worth of seed money in Nauroji Nagar project, and total interest outstanding was 230 crore, out of which we already received 180 crore, and only 50 crore worth of interest is pending with investors.
Okay. Okay. Sure, sir. Sir, finally, if I may have to touch upon the Amrapali project. We are given to understand this is a 8,500 crore project. Okay.
Around 8,000.
Yeah. So the funding, I'm given to understand there is an unsold inventory which will earn you 2,600 crore, which will be the sales will be done by NSPCI. What is the progress over there?
Unsold inventory is worth rupees 4,000 crore.
Oh.
And we have earlier that was work was given to MSTC, but later on Supreme Court, when MSTC could not do it, the work of sale was given to NBCC. We have already started selling the inventory, and we have appointed channel partner for this work. Messrs. NRO has been appointed as channel partner, and they have started their advertisement and other activities. A few properties have already been sold directly by NBCC, but now the sale will pick up. And we have also been able to sell one FAR of 43 crore in Princely Estate in Noida.
And sir, of this 4,000 crore envisaged amount, what is the total realization till date?
No, sorry, this 4,000 crore has to come from the sold inventory from home buyers. Unsold inventory is rupees 2,000 crore.
Okay. Okay.
Unsold inventory is rupees 2,000 crore. Out of that, I think about 100 crore worth of property we have been able to sell. But now with the appointment of channel partner, the sales should pick up.
Okay. Okay. So 4,000 plus 2,000, 6,000 crore, we have got maybe what, 200, 300 odd crore total realized amount?
No, we have out of the 4,000 crore worth of sold property, we have received around 1,100 crore.
Okay, we have received 1,100 crore. Okay. So that's it from my side, sir. So if there are any other questions, I'll get back in the queue.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ravi Naredi from Naredi Investment. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Sir, I have due regards to all of you, the management, but since last 8 years, I am the shareholder of the company, and what I am observing, I am telling you, sir, you have huge order back by since last 7 to 10 years. When I became your shareholder, we always listen. We are doing fine, and we will do more project in coming month or quarter. but it never happens so far. We knew education part is also not on your company part, but can you tell whatever order book we are having of 80,000 crore, 70,000 crore, how many years it will take to complete the project?
I'll tell you the reason, because most of that order book is of redevelopment projects. And redevelopment projects are depending upon the sale of the property, which is mainly commercial. And recently, due to these the two waves of corona, sale of property, commercial property has gone down like anything because of the work from home system adopted by government sector and private sector. That is one major reason for slow growth of sale of commercial property. And future tendering and future execution of redevelopment projects, that depends upon the sale of commercial inventory. To tide over this problem, now we have decided to sell residential property also in our 7 GPRA projects. We have already processed the case for the approval of the government, that is with the senior officers of the government. And because there is a good demand of residential property in this South Delhi area, which is touching Chanakya, Puri, and Firozji Nagar area. Commercial property demand is little less due to work from home culture. So we have decided to sell part residential property by cutting down the number of the government accommodation that is to be given to government employees. So once that approval comes, we are likely to get better sales and increase the speed of execution of redevelopment.
Can we know how much, whatever our project order book, how much in redevelopment and how much in the clear project?
Around 32,000 crore worth is in redevelopment sector.
Okay.
Around 40,000. 40,000 is in redevelopment sector.
And remaining 30,000 crore order is there, or 40,000, total 80,000?
Redevelopment sector and around 22,000 in PMC.
22 PMP. Sir, with the result of the quarterly, can you give the investor presentation so we can know more about the company? Why not you bring the professionalism to the company culture? My point is that.
We'll upload the investor presentation on the website.
But you must upload before con call so we can see the investor presentation and we can ask question according to that on. Why not you do this? Every company is doing. You are not extraordinary people. So why not you download the investor presentation before con call?
We'll do it from the next quarter, sir.
Thank you. The next question. Before we take the next question, a reminder to the participants. If you wish to ask a question, please press star then 1 on your touchtone telephone. The next question is from the line of Parvez Akhtar Qazi from Edelweiss Securities. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, sir, and thanks for taking my question. I'm sorry I joined the call a little late, so pardon me if this question has been already answered. But what would be our consolidated order book? You said 62,000 crore is the standalone order book. So what would be the consolidated order book?
Consolidated order book is 72,000 crore.
And how much will be redevelopment projects out of this?
40,000. Redevelopment projects are being done only by NBCC. Our subsidiaries are not doing redevelopment projects.
Yes. So in the current fiscal, which is the first half of FY22, how many projects would we have awarded to contractors?
Pardon me, can you repeat the question?
Sir, in the first half or in the first 6 months of this fiscal, how many contracts would we have awarded to the contractors at a consolidated level?
Consolidated with 2,800 crore
2,800. Okay. And you are saying we'll target another 5,000 crore award in the second half of the year. And lastly, what would be your guidance at a consolidated level in terms of revenue and EBITDA margin for the current FY22?
Should be around 8,500 crore.
And EBITDA margin?
2 to 3%.
Sure. Thanks. That's it from my side, and I'll come back in the queue for more questions.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Anshuman Ashit from ICICI Securities. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir. Sir, just continuing on the last question, could you please give us the revenue and EBITDA margin guidance for FY23 as well?
Sorry, repeat your question.
The revenue and EBITDA margin guidance for FY23.
Consolidated next year will plan for 10,000 crore. EBITDA margin will remain broadly 2 to 3% only.
Okay. Sir, in your initial remarks, you had mentioned about a hydropower project in Odisha. So, could you please provide some more details about the project and whether there has been any financial closure and all? Some more color on the project.
Yes, it's a PSU of state of Odisha, Odisha Hydropower Corporation. For this, we have got this project. The financial closure is already done, and we have floated the tenders for consultancy work of this project. That will be open shortly. After that, we will float the tenders for construction. The financial closure is already done. MOU is already signed.
Okay. And sir, the margin expectation from this project?
It's about 6%.
6%. And so, will we be interested in other energy sector projects as well, like solar EPC and apart from hydropower going forward?
No, EPC we are doing for thermal, one project for thermal power. For TS Genco, we are doing in Yadadri already. That is worth about 500 crore rupees.
Okay. But solar projects we are not thinking about right now.
Solar projects we are not thinking.
Okay. And sir, in the recently announced Gati Shakti scheme, so are there any opportunities for us in that scheme?
Gati Shakti scheme is basically for transport sector. We are not into transport sector.
Okay. Okay. Sir, just finally, going forward, what are the opportunities in the pipeline in case of redevelopment? If you could just mention.
Yes, I earlier also told that two properties of agriculture department research organization in Pusa, that we have already submitted the offer. The cost will be around 1,800 crore rupees. That is one. And then defense land parcels in Delhi and Visakhapatnam. Our tasks are in advanced stage. And there is one property of Delhi Jal Board in Lajpat Nagar. For that also tasks are going on with Delhi government. And another one is a printing press redevelopment at 4 locations in India for our own Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. For that also we have submitted the offer to our ministry. And for Delhi Transport Corporation, we already have 4 plots in hand, and further we are exploring that their balance property should also come to us. For that also we are into discussion with them.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rahul Tawawala from SK Medical Agency. Before that, I would like to remind all participants, if you have a question, please press star then 1. Over to you, sir.
Hello everyone. First of all, thank you very much for this opportunity. Recently, government has planned to form new SPVs for land monetization. My question is that is management of NBCC trying to approach government to form this SPV under NBCC itself by utilizing their surplus cash on hand?
No, this
That is
SPV specifically for land monetization, but they are likely to give the orders to NBCC.
Yeah, exactly.
They are not
But
owning the land. So for land monetization, they are likely to give the orders to NBCC.
yeah, definitely. But that is a different structure from the government. So, as a shareholder, I am suggesting you that can we utilize our cash to take this whole company as a subsidiary of NBCC by approaching the government? Because the next 10 to 15 years will be the biggest game changer for the real estate if this all land monetization projects will be in our basket. Because there are very ample of lands available with government.
No, this is, we are talking about the DIPAM. DIPAM has just introduced that they are going to form a joint subsidiary company who will be owning the land assets of various PSUs. Is it that way you are talking about?
Yes, exactly. I am asking you for that. The government has decided to form land monetization corporation. So by utilizing our surplus cash, we can approach government to take that whole company under NBCC.
No, that cannot come under NBCC. That is a separate company under DIPAM. But that company will give work to NBCC because we are doing redevelopment projects and monetization of land parcels. So that is our model, and I think on those models they can award work to NBCC.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Pankaj Kumar from Kotak Securities. Please go ahead.
Thank you. My question is regarding the tenders that we are likely to award in FY23. So this year we are getting another 5,000 crore in S2. So what is the pipeline for FY23 that we want to award?
You want to know about the work in pipeline?
No, sir. Tenders that we will be awarding basically out of the total order book that we have.
We'll be floating tender for redevelopment projects as soon as the sale of property picks up. We'll be floating the tenders for redevelopment projects of 7 GPRA, and we are likely to get the approvals for Delhi Transport Corporation redevelopment project, and for that also we are likely to float the tender. And some new work that we have recently received, that is work of hospital in Haryana and whatever recent business development work, that we are likely to float the tender.
So any ballpark number that you can give for FY23? Like this year we are doing roughly 7,800 crores.
So next year we'll plan for 10,000 crores.
And in terms of guidance, you have given 10,000 crore for FY23 on consolidated basis. So what would be the standalone component?
Standalone will be around 7,000 crore. 7,000, more than 7,000 crore will plan, but it will be minimum 7,000.
Okay. And sir, regarding this Ghitorni project, can you give some more details? What would be the size of the project and how would be the monetization of that? Because as of now we are facing this slowdown in terms of monetization of projects. So how that will go about? Because
240-acre piece of land near Ghitorni Metro Railway Station. The land is owned by CPWD, and the project will be done jointly by CPWD and NBCC. So CPWD will be constructing the government accommodation. We will be constructing the private accommodation and commercial complex, and through the sale of which the money will come and the financing of government accommodation will be done.
This will be a mix of residential and commercial business.
This will be mix of residential and commercial, but mainly residential.
Okay. And any other tender pipeline that we have, or project pipeline from the international side? Which are the markets we are looking at?
Twin Tower work in Bangalore. Twin Tower work in Bangalore.
International project, sir.
International project, will tell you.
International project, we are tendering for Exim Bank projects, and recently we submitted a bid for $130 million for a Burundi Parliament building. So we are the only bidder there. So we are expecting that order. And some other new projects are being submitted, pre-qualifications are being submitted for Ivory Coast medical colleges and some other building projects. We are considering those also. So we expect a good business from overseas in the coming days.
So these are not through the tender basis, no? That is on a nomination basis.
No, they are purely on tender basis through Exim Bank.
Okay. So this $130 million parliament building is in which country, you said?
In Burundi.
Okay.
In Gitebe, the capital there.
Okay, sir. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Meet Parekh from Anand Rathi. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. I just have a couple of questions. The first question is, sir, for the Delhi colony redevelopment projects or the Nauroji Nagar, what till date you have sold around 3,700 crores of commercial real estate. What is the target for the year end, means FY22 and FY23?
22-23.
Yes, sir. What is the target for that?
23, the target is to dispose of all of the property. And if there is no third wave of corona and commercial property picks up, so I hope that next year we will be able to sell all balance property of 8,000 crore rupees.
Okay, so for FY22, if you can give me a number.
FY22 we kept a target of 2,000 crore rupees, but till now the sales have been sluggish, mainly because of the second wave of corona.
Okay, so only 52 crores, which you have mentioned earlier. Okay. Okay, sir. And you also said you wanted to monetize some commercial space in the last con call, and your discussions with some corporations also. So any update on that?
This was regarding RINL property in Visakhapatnam. So that we have already submitted the report to our client, and based upon their feedback, we will be taking up the monetization.
Okay. So again, sorry for harping back on the redevelopment project. So the 2,000 means you expect? Do you expect to achieve it? Because if we have seen in the first half, it has only been 52 crores. So do you see a requirement? Sorry, not a requirement, but there is a lot of interest for to monetize the inventory for the Delhi redevelopment project. So you expect 2,000 crores will be achievable?
We are still expecting. The tasks are going on with many clients. We are still expecting that we'll be able to sell it.
Okay. And sir, last one bookkeeping question. So what will be the PAT margin for FY22?
EBITDA margin will be 2 to 3%. PAT margin will be 4 to 5%.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Swapna Batra from Creative Minds. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for the question, the opportunity. Two questions here. First, I just wanted to check, for the international projects, are the margins better or they are in the same range as a domestic project? Could you tell us a little bit about that?
International projects, generally the margins are better.
Okay. And to what degree, sir?
Pardon me?
How much better? So would you be able to quantify that?
In Maldives project, we are expecting a margin of about 10%.
Okay. That's heartening to hear. And sir, since you spoke about federal projects, a few quarters ago, you had mentioned about Hemisphere Properties also, and you were actively or in advanced talks about that. Any information you could share on that, if there's been any progress?
Can you repeat, please? I can understand. Can you repeat your question?
See, you had spoken about there's a company under Urban Ministry of Hemisphere Properties, right? You had mentioned a few quarters ago that you were in advanced talks with them. Any information on the redevelopment of their land parcels?
Yeah, Hemisphere Properties, we are discussing with our ministry. So the proposal is still under talks. Nothing is finalized. We are working on it. They got 2 land parcels, 2 in Delhi and 1 in Pune. So we are discussing that.
Okay, for both Chhatarpur and Birkela in Delhi.
Yes, yes.
And Pune separately.
In Delhi only the talks are going on. For Delhi land parcel.
And any idea when you will come to know, or is there a timeline which they have indicated?
One of the land parcel is in jointly has to be done with Tata project. So that discussion is going on between NHPR and Tata. So what modalities are being worked out, and once they finalize, then NBCC will pitch in.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to the participants, if you wish to ask a question, please press star then one on your touchtone telephone. The next question is from the line of Atul Devedi from Nexus. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon. I'm audible?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So there is a question. First is, as you said, that our consolidated order book is approximately 70 plus thousand, 80,000 about. So my question is, when we are planning to finish the current order book, I mean, how many years we required in a normal situation, not Corona, and what is our plan to take new projects every year for next 3 to 5 years, whatever. So that is my two questions.
Our plan is to wind up this backlog of order in next 5 years, plus additional orders whatever received. If there is no Corona,
Okay.
and sale of commercial property is very important, commercial as well as residential.
Okay.
If there is no Corona, probably we'll be able to do in another 4 to 5 years.
4 to 5 years. And what is our plan to take new projects in next 3 to 5 years? Every year, I mean, in terms of how you are planning to go.
7 to 8,000 crore
Taking
worth
new
of
projects.
business development at least we'll plan for next 4 to 5 years.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Reminder to the participants, if you wish to ask a question, please press star then one on your touchtone telephone. Reminder to the participants, if you wish to ask a question, please press star then one. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for today. I would now like to hand the conference back to the management for closing comments. Also, for any further questions or queries, please contact Mr. Balkishan Singla, Investor Relations, NBCC. Over to you, members of the management.
I'm grateful to all the investors and shareholders present here for their patient hearing and their continuous support to us. Hopefully this year will be better than the last year in all probability, and from next year onward all problems should be over, mainly of Corona, and we should be able to wind up the pending order book about which I can see the real concern from shareholders because of very large order book. People have invested in their money in the company. So another 4 to 5 years we should be able to wind up the order book and take new order. The future of company is bright, and I am again thankful to all the shareholders for their continued support. Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of ICICI Securities Limited, we conclude today's conference. Thank you all for joining. You may now disconnect your lines.